Hey, Anthony Getch here, success and performance coach. Hey, listen, everybody. Today I'm here to talk about responsibility. And when I mean responsibility for where you are in your life. We are exactly where we're supposed to be at the exact moment we're supposed to be there. And the reason I know that to be an absolute fact is because if you were supposed to be someplace else, you would be. It is just that simple. You are 100% responsible for where you are in your life, just like I am. And that is, it even goes down to if you're in an unhealthy relationship, if you're stuck in something that you're not comfortable in being in because you're being abused or anything like that, it's on you to get your ass out of there, right? Yeah, it can be scary. It can be scary because who's going to help support you? How are you going to be able to do it on your own? I understand all of those things are things that help people stay trapped in their fear, right? And fear is false evidence appearing real. There's always an answer. There's always a way out. Now, there are some folks who say, well, Anthony, you don't really have the right to talk about that. Look at your life. Everything is okay with you, blah, 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 blah. Well, let me tell you something. You all may not have read the book or whatever, but I've been in multiple really unhealthy relationships, multiples of them in my 20s. One of the guys I dated was kind enough to send me to the hospital, not once, but twice, because that's how smart I was. Not how abusive he was, how much I did not care or value myself enough to take responsibility and get the hell out. That's the bottom line. That's a hard thing for people to swallow, and it wasn't. I would have argued that fact the whole time I was back in all that situation. It was never my fault, I was the poor, picked on little guy in the relationship who never did anything wrong, and everybody from the outside, that's exactly what they saw, right? Here's poor Anthony, once again, choosing the bad guy that for some reason he's trying to rescue, and the whole time getting the hell knocked out of him for it, and everybody feeling sorry for me, and me using that as currency to get people to feel sorry for me and to stay locked into my madness, right? So when I say I understand this, I do understand it. I've been there. I've walked the path. And we are 100% responsible for where we are. I'm 100% responsible for where I am today. I'm the one who did the work to get to where I am. No one else did. No one force-fed me any of the books that I read or the classes I took. I did that all on my own, right? Just like you can do all of the things that you're doing all on your own. You may not have it as easy. That's a given, right? We call that the most painful barrier. What are we willing to walk through in order to get what it is that we really need, right? And it's important for us to be able to answer those questions for ourselves, because how do we value ourselves? Are we afraid to take that final plunge? And one of my favorite sayings is be bouncy. We need to be able to love and trust ourselves enough to sometimes toss ourselves off the cliff. I'm not afraid to do that. I do it all the time. I have learned to live pretty fearlessly when it comes to taking chances with finances and different things like that, because you know what? I'm only here once. And no matter what, I am going to bounce, right? I could choose to go ahead and splat. I've talked about some of that before in some of my other posts, right? I choose not to. I choose to bounce. And you can do the same thing. If you're looking for help on how to get out of a bad relationship or how to change your mindset, I've got those tools that I can give you. And you can even start just by reading the book, right? The Art of Self-Destruction, freeing yourself from anger and codependency. We get stuck in that cycle because we start to feel devalued, and we even start to blame ourselves and to treat ourselves poorly with that blame and with that guilt. And there's ways out. There is freedom. It's out there, and you can do it. It's not as hard as what you have made it out in your own mind to be. It can be uncomfortable. It can even be a little painful at times, but I'll tell you what, freedom is worth everything that you put into it. I'm Anthony Getch, and I'll turn the light on for you.